Welcome to the NBA Rising Stars Challenge, a game that has become such a special part of All-Star festivities.
And that's really because it always provides us with such an entertaining look at the next generation of NBA stars. In a game like this where the pressure's off and it's all about having fun, I think we really get an opportunity to see just how skilled these young players are.
Exactly. I mean, nobody's going to get on top of you if you go behind your back or you try something out of the ordinary. And that means we get to see these young guys pull off some amazing plays in this game every year.
Here are the starters for the sophomores. We've got Thompson, Chet Holmgren out there with Derek Lively. Then it's Victor Wembanyama, and it's George in at the point. Now, here's George. Pass to Wembanyama.
And guys, since this game started back in '94, this has been a perfect warm-up for the All-Star game. I mean, it has all the fun and excitement of the big game with the added element of introducing some of the great young stars to the league's fans.
Here's Carrington. Over Thompson. Carrington, that's good.
And for a guy who hasn't been able to get a ton of minutes this season, great that he's had a chance to show off his skill set here tonight.
And he does have some skills to show off. I mean, his opportunity for more playing time is going to come soon enough. He just has to stay patient.
This really has become one of the signature events of All-Star Weekend. I know you love it, Greg. It gets everyone into the mood for all the festivities that are soon to come.
Yeah, it does. I mean, it's such a great way for these young players to show off some of the fancy moves that they wouldn't even dare to attempt in a regular season game.
And Tom Thibodeau decides to call a timeout. He wants a minute here to get things straightened out with his team.
And it's just something about the Rising Stars Challenge. It gives each of these young players a chance to really do something special on a national stage, maybe for the first time in their professional career. Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
Wembanyama sets a screen for George. No good on the triple. You brought the big stage these young guys are on tonight. For so many of the fans, Greg, who are still, just getting familiar with these players, it really is a great welcome to the NBA moment.
It really is a showcase. And for each player, whether they have great moments or not, just being chosen to participate is a huge honor. And it says a lot about where they stand amongst their peers. And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from three. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Well, Tom Thibodeau had a few minutes to share, and I asked him, how do you contend with the size and skill of Victor Wembanyama? He said, every night we see this guy do something no one has ever seen before. It's kind of like dealing with the unknown. A whole new kind of player needs new schemes. So we'll see some inventiveness out there on the defensive side tonight, Kevin.
Thank you, David.
And we've got a collection of the greatest players in the world here. I mean, and playing in an event where they can really let it all hang out.
And that's exactly why we always come away with such great memories. I mean, because they really do try to give the fans as many highlights as possible. And they are the best players in the world.
Here's Rizachet. Here's Rush. And good work on the boards, and they pick up the second chance points. And Greg, what about MP? For the first time, he's been named an All-Star reserve.
And I couldn't be happier for the young man. He deserves it. A testament to his work ethic. And, man, what a player he's become. No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
To the inside. Sophomores grab the miss. Wembanyama has got 4 rebounds now tonight. To the paint. That falls. Nice speed that time from George. That's 7 points for Victor Wembanyama.
And few defenders to ever play in this league have the ability to slow Wembanyama inside.
And the rookie.
Many turnovers as we often get in this game. So good to see both teams taking care of the ball.
Yeah, it really is. I mean, surprisingly, very well controlled for the most part. Sometimes things get a little wild out there, but not so here.
On the court for the sophomores as the second quarter gets underway. Chet Holmgren out there with G.G. Jackson. Then it's Henderson. Then it's Miller. And it's Coulibaly in at the small forward.
A little light on the fouls in terms of what's been called tonight. And that's usually the theme in this game.
I agree. I mean, the guys always play reasonably hard, but they don't necessarily play physically, if that makes any sense. The officials' jobs are usually pretty easy in this one.
Pass to Holmgren. Back to Henderson. Jackson in the corner. Miller surveying the floor. Rush grabs the miss. Here's Shed, guarded by Jackson. Quarter number 2 with just over a minute gone. Here's Rush, and the rejection by Holmgren.
Long 7-1 with that 7'6" wingspan. Holmgren can alter or block just about every shot in his vicinity.
Here's Henderson, outside for Jackson. Back to Henderson. Rush grabs the miss. Rush has got rebound number 5 here tonight. Down low. And the rejection by Holmgren.
And you know what? Defensively, both teams have picked it up as we've gotten a little deeper into this game.
A little more competitive fire and intensity being shown out there now. Could have been much better defense. I mean, you can't give this guy any room to operate.
Now here's Holmgren from the arc. Clowney pulls it in.
Kevin, you can understand the shot selection. I mean, he wanted to go back at him and just came up short on the triple.
To the middle. Out to Henderson. And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter.
A part of Henderson's game that's improving. Nice to see him build some confidence from behind the line.
And the timeout called here by Tom Thibodeau. He's going to have a discussion here on the sideline. And a new group in here for the sophomores. Victor Wembanyama is checked in for Jackson. Derek Lively comes in for Coulibaly. Thompson, he's checked in for Miller. And George is subbed in for Scoot Henderson. And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Outside, George. Back to Wembanyama. Oh, Wembanyama! Too easy.
Wembanyama is a specimen going at the rim there with a purpose.
Here's Rizachet. Lively defending. Shot clock at 5. Here's Carrington. And it's the sophomores with the rebound. Wembanyama's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Thompson finds Lively. Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. From deep, George. They grab their own miss. Here's Wembanyama. Nails the baby hook. And now a 5-point sophomore lead.
Just make sure you keep getting him touches. I mean, you love what he's doing at the offensive end. Don't go away from him.
And how about that? What a sensational finish.
Hey, you got to be able to get some hang time to do that one.
Yeah, to glide in and reverse it home like that, so sweet.
Outside, George. Floats it up for Wembanyama. Oh, watch out for Wembanyama.
The perfect lob partner. Wembanyama with elite hand-eye coordination.
And the pass goes out of bounds, and they'll turn it over.
You know, I think he may afford.
So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. Sophomores lead by 5. We'll see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball.
You know what time it is. It's time for your fan half-court shot. Please direct your attention to center court. Gideon Beek. And thinking about the shot. You are so close. Let's hear it for the participant.
Welcome back to this showcase of the amazing young talent in the NBA, the Rising Stars Challenge.
And it's not hard to tell just how much fun these young guys are having out there now.
That's exactly right. And the same goes for the fans. I mean, they're having a blast, too. What a terrific event this has been.
They've got Reza Shea, Rush out there with Wilson. Then it's Castle. And it's Carrington in at the two-guard position. So that's who Tom Thibodeau starts the second half with.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Yeah, if that's a harbinger of things to come, he's looking at having a very big second half.
Outside, George. And Wembanyama up top. The three. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Thompson's got 3 assists now in this one.
And a monster game for Wemby with the matchup issues he creates. I'm not sure anyone in this league can stop him when he's on.
Here's Castle. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. Castle's got 8 points.
The real come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Lets it go from 14. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Maybe the most hyped teenager since LeBron James. Wembanyama is the poster child for upside.
The rookie's making a switch here. Bounty's checked in.
And that's the norm for him. He's pretty much automatic when he's at the line.
Here's Rush, and the slam dunk by Rush.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
Making a statement for sure. I mean, we'll see if they can maintain that aggressive approach, guys.
Wembanyama outside. Fades back. That one drops for him. Wembanyama's got 24 points.
In the first half of his season, boy, how special has it been? He has been on a rampage.
Yeah, and he's got tremendous talent. And when he's fully healthy and engaged, I mean, he's really impossible to stop. That's what we've been seeing this year from him.
Pass to Castle. From deep three-point land. It's hauled in by the sophomores.
Even with that miss, they're shooting 75% coming out of the break. That's a strong start to the half.
George looking around. Here's Lively. Now Wembanyama. He's covered by Rush. Excellent D there from Rush.
Man, I can't believe he blew that gimme, guys. Well, I know he's frustrated about that.
Pass to Reza Shea.
Remaining in the third.
Here's Carrington. Holmgren with the steal. And here comes the break. Puts up a 3. Rebound by the rookies. Rush has got his 7th rebound here tonight. Drives to the hoop. Carrington off with the layup. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. Pass to Thompson. Now Holmgren wants to get it to Lively and does. His first shot coming late. Outside for Wembanyama. No good with the wing jumper.
Boy, defense non-existent there, but they catch a break as he whiffs it.
Here's Reza Shea. Lays it up off the glass. Reza Shea has got his second bucket of the night.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint.
Keep it going. Victor is pretty much unstoppable.
That's good off the glass.
And there's a nice playmaking element to Castle's game, especially at 6'6".
Here are the sophomores with the ball. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Taking a look at the sophomores, Miller is out there with Scoot Henderson. Then there's Holmgren. Then it's Coulibaly. And it's Jackson in at the power forwards position.
And if you're the guy who has to guard him, it is never going to be an easy night for you.
So it's both teams making substitutions here.
Substitution on the court.
And here's George. Holmgren wide open. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Guys, we've seen a lot of turnovers in this one.
Focus, focus, focus. Just make the simple play.
Miller with the ball. He's picked up by Reza Shea.
Oh, phenomenal alley-oop slam there.
They are taking advantage of a team that looks lost out there.
Boy, I tell you what, guys, this is really getting close to being real ugly.
Here's Holmgren. Back to Coulibaly. And it's out of bounds and last touch by Holmgren. The sophomore's making some changes. Wembanyama, he's checked in for Jackson. Derek Lively comes in for Coulibaly. And Amen Thompson subbed in for Brandon Miller. Pass to Reza Shea. Shoots it. Good. Nothing but net. Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. Wembanyama outside. And here is Holmgren. Outside, George. Pass to Wembanyama. Over Rush. Some solid defense from Rush. Time running out for the rookies. To the inside. The rebound by Victor Wembanyama. Wembanyama has got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. Inside. And Wembanyama throws it down.
And this is what you want to see. Wembanyama attacking with authority inside.
And the timeout called here by Tom Thibodeau. He has decided it's the right time to talk. There's 1:54 left in the fourth quarter of this one. And there's the call on Amen Thompson. That is his first foul of the game. Here's Castle. Now Rush. Pass to Reza Shea.
Excellent contest. Lively and intimidating defender because he's so long and has great energy at that end of the floor.
Wembanyama with it. Fourth quarter of play and over 3.5 minutes have gone by. And the slam dunk by Rush.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
What? You mean the throwdown at the end? I'll tell you what, fellas. I mean, the highlight shows are going to pain them even more.
1:21 left in the fourth quarter. Wembanyama passes to George. Now, here's Holmgren. To the middle. Here's Wembanyama. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation. It's a race against time as they look to make a run here.
Yeah, the clock is definitely not on their side right now.
And the timeout called here by Tom Thibodeau. And clearly an important junction. He's going to have some choice words with his team. 56 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Goes up to the stripe. And the shot no good, a bit short.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take.
And it's Wembanyama with the jam.
And it's just competing, giving your best when it matters most.
Yeah, once they got victory in their view, a huge injection of energy and a great run to finish it off.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And you're going to get those buckets, guys, when you're quick to get out on the break. Get that ball up the court as fast as you can.
It's stolen by Wembanyama. Here's Thompson.
Oh, man!
Rocketing off the deck. Thompson showing that youthful exuberance.
Nice job capturing the moments on the AT&T 5G Slam Game. Now, here is George. And so the sophomores take this one by a big margin.
I can't say enough about how well all these young men competed here tonight. A great show for the fans and a clear picture of just how many talented
Feeling you, MP.
Welcome to our coverage of the NBA All-Star Game with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg.
of the year, which is obvious by all the star power in attendance here tonight.
Well, certainly the Hollywood crowd is on hand, the biggest names from the sports world, music stars. Everybody wants to be a part of All-Star Week.
Rush is checked in for the East. Devin Booker, he's checked in for the West. On the floor for the West All-Stars, LeBron James is out there with Booker. Then there's Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Then there's Doncic, and it's Jokic in at the 5.
I love this event so much because it combines the world-class ability of these players with the freedom of the playground.
Yep, it's the greatest and certainly the most fun pickup game these players will ever play in.
4 on the shot clock. And Rush kicks to George. Drops in the tray. George has got 10. And here in the first, about 3 minutes in. Now, here's Doncic. Lets it go from deep. Buries it from three-point range.
And he's been a gem this year. I mean, there have been so many highlights for him all over the first half of this season.
And I've got a feeling, Greg, he's just getting warmed up. I think he'll be even better after the All-Star break.
Kept alive. Another shot. And Embiid lays it in.
Hey, go to that whenever you can. I mean, Embiid has a huge advantage in size and skill.
And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. You got for us, D.A.?
Well, Kevin, I did have a chance to catch up with Tom Thibodeau. I asked him what's the hardest thing about facing Nikola Jokic. He said the way he controls the game at the offensive end. He keeps everyone involved. He's a great scorer, and you have to keep him off the offensive glass. It's a tall order, all of it. guys.
Thank you, David. Ball's knocked loose and stolen by James. Gilgeous-Alexander with it. Now defended by Mitchell.
And he knew the contact was coming. How about that by SGA to take the hit and finish?
That's exactly the look they wanted, guys. Right guy, right play, wrong result.
Doncic passes to Gilgeous-Alexander. That one's a miss. His third shot of the game. He's made one of them. Shoots from the corner. And it's George missing.
You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
But, you know, I hear you. That's a good look. But when you're that wide open, I think you got to knock it down.
And the move and the basket, SGA has the defense shook.
Rush dishes to Embiid. Good ball movement here by the East. Rush gets the bucket.
Ball distribution was there. I mean, outstanding work all the way around.
Here's Booker. The three for Doncic. And so it's the West All-Stars with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. And they've done a phenomenal job down low. So many of their points coming right at the... Welcome back. It's a completely new group for the East All-Stars. So an almost entirely new group now for the West. Jokic, he's checked in for Victor Wembanyama. Kawhi Leonard comes in for Anthony Davis. Kyrie Irving's checked in for Booker. And Doncic is subbed in for Gilgeous-Alexander.
Light on the fouls in terms of what's been called tonight. And that's usually the theme in this game.
I agree. I mean, the guys always play reasonably hard, but they don't necessarily play physically, if that makes any sense. The officials' jobs are usually pretty easy in this one.
Paul George is out there with Pascal Siakam. Then it's Rush. Then it's Mitchell. And it's Lillard in at the point guard position. That's the five out there for the East All-Stars. Atop the key, Rush. Kicks it out to Mitchell. Pass to Lillard. Lets it go with a three. Hands it from downtown. Lillard's got 8.
The moment they hit that last shot, Lillard wanted one of his own. He was determined and undeterred to strike right back.
Jokic doing the job inside.
He does not lack for confidence. He shouldn't. I mean, this guy's a dangerous scorer.
In the corner, George with it. There's the pick. And another three from the East.
And I like the way they're using the entire court here in the second quarter. The three-point percentage has gone through the roof.
Irving finds Doncic. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark.
Well, he has not been sharp this period. Seems to be a little flustered out there, too.
Has to Rush. Now George. Now Rush. From the line. The shot. No good.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
And it's Leonard missing.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
You know, guys, I think he's got confidence to shoot it from anywhere, but he could have gotten a better one than that.
And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a very close game here. It's the West All-Stars leading by just 2. And we'll be back right after halftime for the start of the third quarter. We'll see you in a bit.
And, you know, the fan voting is what determines the starters in the All-Star game. Then the coaches will decide on the reserves. But either way, whether you're picked by the fans or the coaches, earning the title NBA All-Star, that's an honor none of these players will ever forget.
And the West All-Stars, looking at who they've got, Jokic is out there with James. Then there's Devin Booker. Then there's Luka Doncic. And it's Gilgeous Alexander in at the 2 spot. James wide open. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic. Doncic has got 3 assists now in this one. The East trail by 7. Well, Greg, one thing we know for sure, you know that every player who earned a spot on this roster is going to see his share of action. Spreading the minutes evenly, as you've always talked about, is always a top priority for these All-Star Game coaches.
You're so right, Kevin. I mean, for all the hard work these players put in to get here, I mean, each one deserves a chance, if you will, to share the spotlight. It's one of the great things about the All-Star Game.
Davis is checked in for James. Doncic looking it over. And it's sent back by Allen.
Don't challenge him. Get that out of here. Allen's almost 7 feet now. He's got excellent timing and good balance.
Runs in the pass to Rush, and the shot goes down. Rush has got 6 points.
And their outside game has simply evaporated here in the second half. Not a lot of great looks from deep.
Booker against Banchero. Strong finish inside from Booker.
And not quite as aggressive from outside as they were in the first half. Sticking to the high percentage shots, playing smart with the lead.
Young's shot is off. The West leading by 7. Booker with it. Lets a floater go. And it's sent back by Allen. And Young kicks to Rush. Basket counts. That's now 8 points for P.
Just great anticipation by Young. He just sees the play developing, knows exactly where he wants to go with the ball.
Booker outside. Here's the 3. No good. Jokic firing on all cylinders for the West All-Stars. He got into double digits for the quarter with 10 points total. We come back right after this. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
For me, next to the big-time alley-oops and monster throwdowns, passes like that are probably the next best thing when it comes to sweet-looking NBA highlights.
As we often get in this game, so good to see both teams taking care of the ball.
Yeah, it really is. I mean, surprisingly, very well controlled for the most part. Sometimes things get a little wild out there, but not so here.
So no problem for the West All-Stars as they get the win.
And it's impossible to know what's going to happen in these games. The talent on both sides is always so strong. But tonight, the West seemed a little more comfortable playing together as a unit, and that's what earned them the win.
You mentioned that all broadcast long, and sure enough, it came to fruition. That brings us to the conclusion of our All-Star coverage. Thanks, everyone, for tuning in. For Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan wishing you all a very good night.